What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome to today's trade recap and market analysis episode. Today is Wednesday, January 21st. It's been a minute since we made a video. It's less than a week, I believe, but it's been a minute since we've last made a video, so we're back on here. And yeah, without further ado, I can provide my explanation as well for my absence. It's simply because I'm starting to drift. Honestly, I'm starting to drift a little bit away from typical discretionary prop firm trading and either may switch to a live account or more likely just shift my approach when it comes to my discretionary strategy overall. So what that can mean is that in prop firm strategies, in prop firms, let's just call it in PFs. In PFs, I should probably just risk more, assuming my strategy is correct. We should calculate the parameters within our strategy that will allow us to not only pass as fast, but get to a payout as fast sustainably. And we can do this regarding various statistical terms. You can likely use Kelly and various things, half Kelly, all of that. But instead of going with that 2% risk per trade, or typically it's 10% risk per trade simply because we're on these prop firms, we can start to increase that risk, attempting to push our pastimes in our favor and focus less on the length of things, because assuming we just maintain our strategy the right way, it should work out. As always, a strategy may have normal returns and anormal returns. So in a time when you pass a lot of evaluations, the next month you might build them all. So it's all some really interesting stuff that I've been doing research on recently, and that's simply the reason I've been taking a break. I haven't really looked at the charts or traded that much this week. Essentially just Tuesday and Wednesday, right? I don't think we did Friday as well, but Tuesday and Wednesday we took off. And today's Wednesday, so I mean, we're gonna recap the market for today and see if there's anything that we could have found. So without further said, let's get into it, right? Let me just put the footprint. $8.30. There we go. And go here. So essentially, hop on the daily time frame. We do see that from Friday to this week, we did make this pretty sizable gap that may play impact, right? And thus, we simply just gotta mark out our gap fill regions. Gap fill, gap fill. Now, essentially, we want to see a gap fill until this region, and this lower region is typically that area where if we break out of, we head to the other side of that gap fill range. Now, this is all hypothesis, right? This is also a pretty good idea to go ahead and test, and I might actually go ahead and do that, but this is just something I've noticed, and simply that's just volume analysis, right? Because there's low volume at this area. Realistically, it should be pretty easy for price to head to the next area of volume. Now, let's move this back. Okay. I'm just seeing where all the volume is located recently. We're seeing that we're hovering around this region and we keep bouncing down. So it looks like a consolidation region somewhat in my end. Like, daily chart would better help visualize this. We see that, of course, we're just trending up and up and up. I mean, we're coming up here, but we're starting to consolidate, since really October of last year. And we have been making higher lows, but I really want to see strength when we push above these highs right here, but we are unable to do so, and we keep retracing, breaking these lows. And now after breaking these lows, we're seeing that buying actually again. So a good area to determine further sell pressure moving forward is to see if buyers continue to get absorbed at this region or struggle to break above, and you see aggressive selling follow. Aggressive selling can actually follow from this region. We may head onto this region and potentially even that lower region as well. Now, without trying to look at the future, let's just mark out the liquidity levels that we have right now. Honestly, we saw that yesterday was bearish. So that could mean that, no, it's actually hard to tell. We do have liquidity here. Definitely something to mark out. Main liquidity there. Main liquidity there. See where volume is pressure. Within this entire consolidation region, really. See, that's essentially at the area where the gap fill is. That's a lot of noise though. Gap fill area definitely has a lot of volume, and the area above it as well. Yes, I mean, this is really the area of interest that price may want to head to. We've essentially deviated from that area. Now, it's hard to tell if we're going to reject, but if you do see some rejection, I would want price to head back into this value area. We do see that after we take out this lower region, we do start to see that buying pressure. So, let's hop on the 1 hour and see. I mean, the action looks really nice. Let's go on the 5 minute. I mean, this looks like very clean action. Lots of green candles in a row, red candles in a row, green candles in a row. It's likely there likely is some opportunity within any of this, and definitely something I'm gonna look out for. But pre-market, we see that these lows are taken out, and let's open on the session volume profile again. Let's see that as well. Volume, it's there. Volume all there. We have a lot of volume profiles up there. Monday, can't really count the volume profile simply because there was essentially no volume. This would likely be considered Tuesday now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah. Okay. You see volume there and volume there. Lower region has volume, upper region has volume. It's hard to tell. I mean, Bookmap would have to be the savior in this end in terms of identifying target, because we don't want to over assume or marry an individual bias without actual order flow information. Let's keep moving forward and see. I just turned back. There we go. Okay, we see that we have liquidity down here at 4.2 and 4.6. Okay, let me just mark that out here. 4.2 and 4.6 at 8:30 approximately. 4.2. And we also got 4.6. Oh, I mean 4.2. Yeah. It does look like we've taken out the 4.6 liquidity and have started pumping massively. Aha, the pump came. Okay, let's see, guys. Let's see. We push up heavily. Aggressive selling there. Urgency. You see price push down. But was there any news? We had a 9, yeah. The lower liquidity essentially got cleared out. We came to that region, saw big spurge buying, and now we have aggressive buyer urgency. We fill that location, and we start pushing up. Now, honestly, that is a pretty good buy signal, but I wouldn't really consider it simply because there's a lack of a barrier at that region. If there was a barrier, it could have definitely been viable, but I'm just not seeing that barrier confirmation. I mean, we do see big sellers here. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't make any decisions based off the information that I'm getting right now. Let's just go to our retracement points. See 40, 9, 10, 9, 10. Let's just speed through this. Hold on. I mean, ooh, we do see some buyer absorption around that region. We do some volume. Buyer absorption does make sense as well with the barriers that are there. Hold on. Buyer absorption within those two candles, 9 to 9. Oh, 10. So until here. We retrace and then we continue pushing up. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't see an opportunity. Potentially within this. Just really strong buying here. We come, we sell off. We push up. Big buying splurges there. And continue with buying aggression. We do see a lot of limit orders there at the top. Let's see how that does. 940, right around here. That seems to be the reversal point. I mean, we have 1,500 passive sellers. We're heavily deviated from the point of control, but I mean, we've just been trending up. We've broken that region with aggressive buying, and now we're heading higher. That's insane. Let me continue pushing that higher. And that's the end of our market session. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to lie to you guys. I wish we saw opportunity in such clean market movement like this, but I mean, I just didn't see anything on order flow that would have tempted me to enter in. I mean, we saw some seller absorption here. Nothing that I really like there. Same with here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see anything tradable today for my strategy unless I applied external discretion based off price action of the day. So honest, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's quite hard to tell, and because of that, I'm gonna say that I took 0 trades. This would have been a flat day for me. So yeah, there's that. Also, we might see a change to these trade recap market analysis videos. Potentially instead of market analysis videos in these sense where we analyze the entire market session from 8:30 to 10:30 Central Time, we might go ahead and potentially create different styles of video but maintain that same daily recap style video. Potentially we may recap on a term that we learned that day or or simply analyze the fundamentals of that day, or simply do what we did today. And we will do what we did today if there was any trades that we have taken. But I really want to start adding diversification around here. And I mean, again, I don't want to force trades, but we should be back on this intraday discretionary gig here tomorrow. With that being said, that's all I have here for today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or join the completely free Discord server. They're both linked in the description down below. Furthermore, Addis is linked, and this Bookmap live stream is also linked. Addis, one of our channel partners, one of the best order flow tools that I've used personally, and has a lot of free functionality. So definitely recommend it to you guys to check out. But as always, do your own research before making any decisions. So with that being said, that's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. So I guess I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.